Jeff walks into the room and looks around, sits down on the couch and starts reading the newspaper. Suddenly, there's the noise of loud dogs barking. In annoyance, Jeff puts the paper down.
Hey, Jane, are you home? Where are you?
Hello, Jeff, honey. Guess who ran to the door to greet me when I came home? My sweet little doggies. I was just out in the garage saying hello to them, and they hadn't seen me all day, poor things.
How was your day at work?
Oh, it was fine. Another day with lousy little middle school brats. How was your day?
Fine, I guess, if you consider selling auto and home insurance to people who don't want it a successful day.
And how are my sweet little doggies?
Fine, I guess. It looks like one or both of them had some accidents in the garage. Again.
Oh, were they bad little doggies? I didn't notice when I was in there, but I'll go back out to the garage and check. Oh, you bad little doggies. Oh, you bad little doggies. My sweet little bad doggies.
For no apparent reason, both of the dogs start barking off stage loudly. Jeff puts his newspaper down and looks down at the ground and tries to concentrate, but can't. He holds his temples with his fingers.
Are the dogs not happy?
Oh, they're just happy to see Mommy. My precious little doggies.
So, what do you want to watch on TV?
Well, I don't know.
You know, today at work, we had a homeless Indian who came in to buy insurance. We think he lives in a car, and he wanted to buy insurance and home insurance for the car. We went around and around for a while and finally left it that he would have to find a valid address before we could give him a quote, much less sell him a home or auto policy. Hell, some dogs have it better than people.
Oh, I see. Well, in my school, there's one kid in particular named Christopher Macon, who's Indian or Native American. I don't know where or how he lives, but he's a disgusting child. He screamed at me yesterday, and he wasn't very nice to me today either. So I don't know.
Huh. Well, what do you want to watch on TV?
I don't know. I'm gonna go get dinner for the doggies. Oh, you're such a sweet little doggy. Yes, you are, you too precious. Here's a scoop of yummy dog food for you and another scoop for you. No fighting either. There, the doggies are eating their food. They're so cute.
You know, Jenny, does it ever bother you that neither of the dogs are potty trained?
No, I don't know. They're such sweet little puppies. And they are both getting a little bit older.
Well, if you recall, I did go to the trouble of installing a doggy door, but they never managed to learn to use it.
Well, they're really getting old and they don't see very well, so it's really hard for them.
Jimmy, do you ever get tired?
Janine,
do you ever get tired of stepping in dog shit and piss in every room of the house every time you go into the garage?
Jeff, you know it's hardly ever in the house anymore. They actually mostly go in the garage.
Do you think we ought to try and train them at least a little? Look, I realize it's late in the game, but still.
Jeff, why are you making such a big deal out of this?
Do you like having piss and shit in the garage?
Jeff, it's just for a few more years. And I think with that partitioned area in the garage, it'll be fine.
Oh, you mean that ridiculous wooden fence that blocks off my half of the garage?
Well, yeah. That way you can keep your beer can collection and your home brewery stuff over there and your sports stuff. And the doggies and I can have the other half. And I can put my car in there too.
Do you think that maybe it's time for FARGO, at least, to be put down?
Jeff, don't say that.
Well, you know, the vet says he has some sort of heart disease.
One vet said that he had congestive heart failure. The other says he has heartworms. Heartworms are curable.
Right. So, why haven't the heartworm pills cured it? Look, you've been giving them that for 2 years now. Congestive heart failure makes his lungs fill with liquid and cough all the time. And that's not curable. Therefore...
Well, that's one vet's opinion. I think that we should take wonderful care of him and make him happy for the few years that he has left on this earth. And I don't want to talk about it anymore.
You know, honey, you're right. Look, I'll tell you what. Why don't we go out to eat tonight? How about going to that favorite pizza place of yours down the street?
Well, okay, but I don't think they're open on Monday.
Oh, yeah, and honey, look, before I forget, Josie from across the street called again and said that the dogs were barking too loudly while we were at work.
Again? Well, we'll have to have a little talk with Fargo and Randy.
Janine exits to the garage. Jeff opens a can of beans and eats them right out of the can.
Fargo, Randy, can you be just a little quieter when you bark during the daytime? I know you don't mean to make noise, but that mean old lady doesn't like my sweet little doggies when they bark.
Look, I'm beat and I have to get up early, so I'm gonna head to bed now.
Well, I'm gonna hang out for just a few minutes and try to grade a few more papers before I come up.
Okay, honey.
Jeff exits. Janine looks at some papers on the table for a minute, then stares off into the distance. She then gets up and exits to the garage. Jeff enters wearing pajamas.
Jeremy, where are you? It smells like Listerine in here. I can smell it all the way up in our bedroom. It's disgusting.
Yes, Jeff, I'm coming. I was just about to come up to bed. After you went up, I decided to do a little cleaning out in the garage.
A little cleaning? With a bottle of Listerine?
Yes. Since there was a little dog poo-poo in the garage, I thought it'd be best if we sterilized it with a little bit of Listerine. That will get rid of the smell. So I scrubbed the garage floor with Listerine.
A little Listerine. Can you smell it? We're all gonna be asphyxiated by toxic mouthwash fumes.
It's just for one night and we can open the windows in our room if it's too bad for you.
Honey, sit down. We need to talk.
Don't you honey me! I'm fucking tired of you calling me honey.
Jamie, can't you smell the fucking Listerine?
Well, yeah, maybe a little bit.
Oh, so it doesn't seem disgusting to you, huh?
Well, no.
Well, I'm fucking losing my mind!
Maybe you are losing your fucking mind, and what the hell does it matter anyway since you don't ever fucking clean up after the dogs?
Jamie, we've been over this a zillion times before. I never liked the dogs, but you had them since college, and when we got married, we agreed that you'd take care of them. But I'm fed up with their shitting and barking and you treating them like babies. And why are we keeping Fargo around anyway if he's dying from congestive heart failure? It can't be pleasant for him either.
You're just saying that because you want them either dead or out of the house.
Well, maybe I do want them both dead and out of the house.
There's knocking at the front door and yelling. Janine walks over and cracks open the door. Josie enters. She's in her kimono.
Hello. I've come over here to complain about your dogs and find out why you've ignored all my notes I've written about your dogs barking all day at the top of their lungs, and you've ignored my telephone calls too. Now, you're not only waking me up, you're waking up all the neighbors. Does it make sense to you that people don't want to hear dogs barking all day and all night? God, I swear, if I had a gun, I'd have killed those dogs of yours long ago. But I don't. So, I'm just going to call animal control the next time I hear them barking. And, one more thing. Don't you two think that you should try to work out your marital problems in couples counseling instead of using those animals as therapy?
Fuck off, Josie. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Not with my dogs and not with my life.
Get out of here, Josie.
I'm going. I can't stand the stench in here. As if those dogs weren't enough. You drink Listerine too?
Oh, Jesus.
But just